Hello, my friends. We're here to talk today about media deception and how they're two sides of the same coin working together. See, it starts in the 80s and the 90s with the founding of these big news organizations like CNN, Fox, MSNBC, and so on. See, in our current times, I have to make this video because a lot of people think Fox News is the place to go for true, real news, and it's not, folks. We all know it's not, but Fox is there to make Republicans look good while the president's doing bad. People have been fed up with the president and the current administration and Democrats, which they rightly should be. Anyone with a brain would be. So they voted in to the Senate a flood of Republicans. And while some of them are actually Tea Party members that are trying to create real change, the majority of them, still will go along with what the president's saying and what the president wants to do, because in the end, they are all funded by the same offshore banking families and the same big bucks that they throw at the politicians to get bills they want passed, so it makes the banks more powerful and they can get a stranglehold on America, which they've done a good job of. But you see, Fox doesn't report real news. They're just, think of it as you have two media organizations, the Democratic side and the Republican side, and they're on the surface look like they're clashing and look like they're the opposite of each other. But don't forget, when Bush was president, Fox News did everything in their power to lick Bush's boots and kiss Bush's butt. Bush set up the foundation for Obama's evil, tyrannical reign. And if you don't think that he's being tyrannical or out of control, folks, do your research on what he's doing. And do your research on what Bush did, because what Bush did, he laid the foundations for Obama to do. Fox News is there for one thing. They make Republicans look good to people when Democrats look bad to people. And the same thing goes for CNN, MSNBC, and the rest of them. They are there to make Democrats look good when Republicans are unfavorable in the public's eye. See, it's a manipulation. If you don't like what you currently have, they make the other controlled party, let's say you don't like what Obama's doing, you don't like what you have with Obama, they'll turn you to what Republicans say and it'll look good. And they're there to make Republicans look good. So when you get a Republican blue blood establishment type in office as president again, he will continue to do what the last Democratic President Obama did. Just like Obama pledged he would be 100% transparent and would never be like Bush and be a tyrannical, out of control president. He deserves to go to prison for treason. But Obama turns around and does the opposite of what he says and becomes like Bush. In fact, there are lots of things Obama's doing right now that Bush only wished he could have done when he was in the White House. The power structure, in truth, goes way further back than just Obama and Bush, but that is a subject for another video, folks. I encourage you to do research on what I'm telling you today, because organizations are news organizations that are there to make both of the controlled parties and the Democrats look good. They are there to make Republicans look good when Democrats are bad, and make Democrats look good when Republicans are bad. A lot of people aren't falling for this trick anymore. But unfortunately, a lot of you are looking to Fox News for the truth. Like when Megyn Kelly, yes, that's right, everyone's favorite little female news anchor, Megyn Kelly, came out and said that there should be a government mandate for people to have vaccines and that sometimes we need Big Brother's help doing things. Excuse me? Are you kidding? No government agency, even if vaccines weren't poisoned with mercury and other animal contaminants, even if vaccines were what they were supposed to be, where does anyone come off saying that the government has any right to come into people's lives and do anything? Who has the right to come in and tell you, well, you may not want to give this to your kids, and, well, there may be bad stuff in it, but we're commanding that you take it, and we're commanding it because it's for the greater good, and if you don't want to, we'll throw you in jail. Who honestly has the right to do that in a free country? The land of the free and the home of the brave. It's more like the land of the impressed and the... Sorry, folks, for that little rant there. But don't trust Fox. Don't trust CNN. Don't trust any of these mainstream news outlets, because all they're there to do is to divide Democrats from Republicans and people in between and make the two parties. You have supporters of the Democratic Party and society, the common citizens, and the Republican supporters of the citizenry, and they're pretty much divided. They are divided, and part of this division comes from people seeing Fox News say one thing, CNN saying one thing, and liking what one organization says in front of the other, so they'll mindlessly watch one organization and think they're better than the common people because they're informed and they watch the news, when in reality the news is just lies and propaganda to make government look good. These mainstream organizations make government look good. I'll repeat one more time. These mainstream news media organizations are there to make different parts of the government look good. Folks, don't just take what I'm saying for fact. It's all declassified in a CIA government operation called Operation Mockingbird. And if you don't go do this research for yourself and go find things out for yourself, then you're always going to stay an enslaved, uninformed zombie. And I don't want you to be an enslaved, uninformed zombie. I want you to be the best you can possibly be. So go out, research this stuff for yourself. Look up Operation Mockingbird. Look up other government-run organizations and operations, and find this stuff out for yourself and start spreading the news of what, not the fake news, but the real news. Start spreading the word of what the government has been doing. Start spreading the word about the bankers. Help stop this before it takes off. Help stop this, folks. I'm not saying get violent. If we are to win, we cannot be the person who fires the first shot. If it comes down to it, you have every right to defend yourself, but don't be the person who fires the first shot. We can't be the people who start this, okay? We have to be the people that try to stop it with words and knowledge first, okay? We gotta be the ones that try to stop this with words and knowledge and spreading information, okay? We cannot be violent about this, and we cannot remain in ignorance any longer. This has been Andrew talking to you about media deception. God bless every one of you.